welcome back to the channel. Just on our way to work this morning. I haven't done a morning commute talk video in a while. A random thoughts video. Or I watched Mozak Rides Again's video last night and or yesterday, and I like his titles. His video titles are fun. Continued Ramblings. You know, I like that. I call mine Random Thoughts, but I like his better. You know, Continued Ramblings. That speaks to me. Especially for someone with, you know, I know a lot of people say ADHD is fake and it's a scam to sell meth to kids or whatever they say, but I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know how true that is. But yeah, what do you... Video or the channel kind of blew up a little bit after Born Free 16. We're at 302 subscribers on the channel now. So I was sitting on the couch last night. My wife is a part of an adult soccer league where they go and they practice like 3 days a week. And their team name is the Squeaky Knees, which is hilarious because it's all, you know, established women who have families and kids, and so I think the team name is hilarious. I love it. But we're sitting there. My wife is literally icing her leg and knee after soccer practice, and my kids are running around in the pool, and they're playing in the backyard in the pool, and I'm sitting there thinking, you know, it's just crazy the difference between the generations and just the sheer access to information. Like growing up, if you wanted to look at a family photo, you had to go to the bookshelf or the shoebox and drag that out and open it up and flip through Polaroids of family photos. And nowadays, I mean, everything is digital. You can just scroll on your phone for 5 minutes back all the way to the earliest photos that you got, or you can get on the computer and scroll and look through all the photos. You don't have to dig through photo albums that smell like grandma's house. But it got me thinking about the channel. You know, because in a way, this channel is something that my kids can always, you know, they can log into YouTube and start looking at my videos, and like, I wonder what Dad was thinking around this time frame. You know, like, what was Dad thinking in his mid-30s? Because I would kill for that. You know, I would kill to be able to just kind of sit and hear my dad's thoughts or my mom's thoughts when they were my age. I just think it would be fascinating. And this YouTube channel has kind of given my children that ability to do that, and I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, I got my new leather jacket on. I got it on sale from First Manufacturing Company. They make awesome shit. I've been buying their leather goods for a while. When I was in a motorcycle club, my first cut was First Manufacturing, and I always thought that their stuff felt real nice and really well made. So they had a Father's Day sale, and I could not pass it up. So my wife was like, "Go nuts, buy whatever you want, I don't care." So I got a new jacket. Big fan. Big fan. And albeit we are now at 302 subscribers, this video is not being sponsored by First Manufacturing. So you can take it to the bank when I say that I think their jackets are awesome. Now, First Manufacturing, if by the extreme off chance one of your employees sees this video and you guys wish to sponsor me, I would not say no, because holy shit, comfortable coats, and they're thick. Like it's not exactly cold this morning. It's 61 degrees out here, but I am cozy in this thing. Don't even need a sweater under it. If you do buy from First Manufacturing, drop down a size from what you normally wear. Like if you wear a large t-shirt, buy a medium jacket. You know, unless obvious dimensions prohibit such thing. I don't know, that's what I have found. I put 5,000 miles on the bike in the season so far. So I did my oil changes last night. It was really nice. It was convenient because I get home from work and me and the wife went to her soccer practice. They do like this 12-minute run. I promise this story is going to circle back around. I promise. So at the beginning of every practice, they do like an endurance run, you know, and so they do laps around the soccer field and what have you. And so my wife wanted me to run with her. I think she's trying to tell me something, you know, about the old gut that I got. But no, just kidding. But so I'm running with her, you know, and it's 95 degrees outside. But anyways, yeah, see, ADD is not fake. So I'm going to soccer practice with my wife last night. So I get home from work, and I know I wanted to do an oil change before I rode the bike again, because to me 5,000 miles is the absolute limit before I do all 3 holes. I kind of over maintain my stuff, so and it's easier for me just to do 3. Hey, look at that, a little dozy wozy. Get out of here, Bambi. So anyways, where was I? Yeah, so it's easier for my brain to keep track. Anytime I do an oil change, I just do all 3 holes every single time. Just easier for me. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but you can't put a cost on peace of mind. So anyways, so I get home from work. I got my oil from cousin Connor. I buy all my oil through Connor. He's an AMSOIL dealer, and I really like AMSOIL. So I get my kit home, my oil change kit last night, immediately jump in the garage, drop all 3 drain plugs, draining oil into the oil pans, pull the filter, cover everything up so dust doesn't get in the motor and all that jazz. And then me and my wife go to her soccer practice. They run around, we're running around, 95 degrees, hot as sin. And then get home and all the oil's drained out. Throw in all 3 plugs, replace all the oil, put a new filter on. Super convenient. You know, normally when I change oil, I drop the drain plugs, and then it's about a beer and a half until the oil's all out, and then I can change the oil. But last night was easy. I didn't have to sit there and wait and stare at it. I got to go hang out with my wife at a soccer field and have some fun in 95 degree heat. And I got home and done. It was nice. Another thing I wanted to talk about, it's funny how everything kind of works. You know, like like in a previous video, I was talking about Harley Davidson alternatives and kind of feeling some brand fatigue, and just kind of wanted to go a different direction and try a different manufacturer for a while. And just when I think I'm out, they pull me back in, because I went to, obviously, Born Free 16, and looking at all the performance baggers and the choppers and all the sick-ass Dynas that were there, it kind of reinvigorated me and kind of made me want another Harley. You know, so I knew I said that if I bought another bike, it was going to be either a Bonneville T120 or a Scrambler XE. I think I'm back on the Harley train, man. Harley's been doing some cool shit. I'm not gonna lie. I think they sold me. You know, because seeing Harley Davidson at Born Free in their booth and seeing all the bikes that the so-called motorcycle influencers, I hate that term, like people call Blockhead an influencer, and while I mean he influenced me, I'll tell you that, because seeing what he did to that Heritage Classic is absolutely amazing. And then you had like Sassy Pants and all the other bike builders there, and I think it worked. Harley Davidson, I think you know what you're doing at this point, because I want to buy a Road King and trick it out. So I think been thinking long and hard about it, you know, doing a lot of contemplating and hemming and hawing and all that jazz. And I think next year I'm gonna try to get a Milwaukee 8 Road King, a nice FXRP fairing from Clockworks on that thing, motorcycle friend, and just do a cool Road King build. I really like the Road Kings. You know, you can do a lot of cool shit on those. So yeah, I think I'm back on the Harley train, man. I mean, I've never left the Harley train, but I was feeling a little, you know, I want to do something different. Well, I am going to be doing something different, but it's still going to be on a Harley, I think. I think Brian636, I believe is his handle, the channel name. I think he said it right. He went to, he was in, excuse me, he was in Florida for like a week, and he got a demo bike for a week where he was, it was on a Pan America 1250, I believe. And Harley culture has went from, I say this as I wear a brand new leather jacket, but I digress. Harley culture went from, how Rob puts it, where you have to wear an entire cow, a dead cow on you to go riding, you know, and you're on this huge bagger and you got the cup holder and you yell brother, brother, brother at everybody, but brother, to, you know, the younger crowd coming in and just absolutely chopping shit off their bikes and bolting on performance parts and doing motor work, and now it's all about performance. But I mean, the stunt guys went from being on the fringe of Harley culture to now being the forefront. I mean, just look at Thrash and Supply. Holy cow. Here you have a former motocross freestyle superstar, and then he went to stunting Harley Davidsons, and now that's his whole thing, is performance Harley Davidson parts. I'm talking, of course, about Lance Corey from Thrash and Supply, the son of the main dude on Two Lane Life. You know, and that's like a whole thing now. Now they have a cult following. of dudes just bolting their parts on their bikes and going out and thrashing, no pun intended, thrashing some Harleys, and I think that's awesome. And then it goes to where Harley wanted nothing to do with these guys, to then almost going bankrupt 16 times in 2 years. And now look at them. Now there's like sponsoring them. Hey, that's what people want. People want to see you guys do this on our motorcycles. Let's sponsor you. Let's give you a bike to trick out. Maybe it'll promote sales. And I think it's working. I think it's working. I think Harley is coming out the other side of a very long, dark tunnel. And I'm here for it. I'm excited for them. I'm excited to see what happens. So there you have it. Here's my morning commute. I appreciate you guys tuning in, watching my videos, listening to me go on and on. But I gotta go pull some cable today. Wish me luck.